Hey, and welcome back. We are going to get into motivational moment number 6. And I turn right to it. Motivational moment number 6 is no excuses.
No excuses.
All right. When COVID-19 first came about, we had a lot of restrictions and things that we couldn't do and places we couldn't go. Then things began to reopen, and we started doing everything we felt we had missed out on, whether it was parties, appointments, get-togethers, or going to the gym. One thing I noticed, though, is that some people were so-called afraid to do was return to church. Initially, I wondered why, but as I started to look around, I realized it wasn't that people were afraid to go. It's just they no longer wanted to attend. Their hearts was turning cold. The coronavirus had not only caused natural death, unfortunately, but it was also causing spiritual ones. The virus was exposing our hearts. So that, of course, made me think about how many times we're really making excuses that are causing us more harm than good. How many times are we choosing our will over the will of God? And not only that, when will we realize that this life is truly not our own and that we have been bought with a price? We shouldn't be so caught up in our own way, and I'm paraphrasing here because I skipped over that part, but that we become captains of our own selves. The only reason that a lot of us are even still here, even after this pandemic, is because of Jesus. Let's make room for the King and return to the place in which He has called us to. Let's ask God to take His rightful place again in our hearts and get back to where we need Him to be.
Great chapter. No excuses. This is pretty point blank, period. It's kind of, whenever you make excuses in anything you do, just like if you say you're going to go to the gym, you say, well, it's too cold for me to go. I'm just going to wait and I'm going to stay here. And then that turns into like a pattern. Like, I had to do too much work today at work. I'm tired. I can't go. And it's no difference. It's no difference with church. You kind of, and that may not be the case, but you kind of already had in your head, like, I'm already headed out. But once this happened, he's like, cool, this is what I was trying to do.
Right, because I think that that's really kind of what, like I said, when I paused for a minute before, it's like I was just kind of thinking about that. Like, it caused natural deaths, but then it caused spiritual deaths because really it exposed our hearts. Like, a lot of us, I think during that time, we're already dealing with stuff, like you just said, and it was kind of like, didn't really want to be in church for real no more. And it was like, this is an opportunity for me it gave you an excuse.
Right.
And even when I remember when we were first at home watching it online, like, it's so easy to get caught up in, oh, I can just go online. And then you really start believing you can just go online.
Right.
I mean, at first it was like, okay, this is terrible. Then you start watching online. I know we talked like we would even dress up sometime. We would get up, sing with the praise team.
Mm-hmm.
So on and so forth. Then before you knew it, you watching TV in the kitchen and the TV on and you're not even watching it no more. So it's just like we make excuses, and then as soon as the church came up, and I can go back to my friend's party, or now I can go to the wedding, or now I'm back in the grocery store, but we didn't come back to church, and it wasn't because we were scared of a virus, but it was because we didn't want to be there no way.
True. And then, this is not 100% that this always happens. Most of the time, like, when you make an excuse for something, like, whatever it is, like, that you can think of that's going on, that happens, it's going to stop you from doing whatever you got to do. It's just like, whatever it may be. You may not want to go to the doctor, and you say, well, shoot, I forgot to go get some gas last night. Let me try and reschedule. Like it doesn't even have to. Like I remember this, like as being in the choir in my younger age. They was like, the minister would always tell us like you should be there unless you got a lawful excuse, like something is really right, like something is really going on.
Right.
But I don't want to say that we're on here like judging the people that may not have did that, or like she summed it up in the end of the chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we want to see you back. We love you, but most of all, the King wants to see you back.
Yes, that's so good. So that this chapter basically is calling you to really decide, like, what is the real reason why you didn't come back, or what is the real reason why you still not back. And and this is just something completely different. A lot of people say you're dealing with church hurt, but even still, yeah, the church should be a safe place, but if one person did something to you, that's not the whole church. That's the first thing I'm going to say. And then secondly, you're not coming to church for them people. God didn't do it, right? So we don't want to keep making excuses. Well, they hurt me. And church hurt is a very real thing. But at some point, we have to decide that we want God more than we want the relationships of other people. Those relationships will come, and then you can get to a place where you can resolve those if that's what you want to do. But ultimately, the King is the reason why you're there. Your relationship with your Heavenly Father is the reason why you're there. So we said that to say, if you've been making excuses, stop.
Right. And I might be job hurt, but I'm still gonna get my check.
That job get on your nerves 24/7. But you still clocking in.
Right.
Period. You're still clocking in.
So what I'm saying is, like, you can't be church hurt and miss out on heaven.
Oh, period. So we hope you got something out of this today. We only hold you for 7 minutes, so no excuses if you have not purchased this book. What's your excuse? It's on Amazon, and I even got some, so no excuses. Buy your copy. All right, we love y'all. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you back again. Bye.